Hello, everyone, and welcome in to the Butt Fumble Sports Daily Show for this Thursday, December 7th. I hope you're having a wonderful day. I hope the work week is going well. And yes, I do hope you're excited about this Patriots-Steelers Thursday night football game that we have ahead. Okay, maybe I'm a little bit more excited than the rest of you, but it is a football game and it is on TV and there isn't much else going on today. So let's get pumped about Thursday night football. I'm sure Al Michaels and Kirk Herbstreit are going to have a wonderful broadcast. Good luck to the team at Amazon Prime. I know a number of the people there behind the scenes. I hope they have a great broadcast and I hope everyone tunes in. Okay, maybe there's also some NBA in-season tournament to get excited about, some NHL as well. Hope you guys are excited about the night of sports that we do have ahead, and welcome in everyone to the Butt Fumble Sports Daily Show. If you're new to our channel, Butt Fumble Sports is a sports content company created by a sports fan for you sports fans at home. It is so wonderful to have you with us, no matter where you're watching, TikTok, YouTube, Twitch, and Kick. It is just a pleasure to have you guys with us. I hope no matter where you're watching, you guys are settled in for a great show ahead as we give out picks, fantasy advice, and of course, we talk about what's going on in the sports world. If you ever want to hit us up, we are always available to you guys. Make sure, though, that you hit that subscribe button, hit that follow button, hit that like button. If you ever want to reach out to us, you can hit us up on those channels. Of course, you can also email us feedback@buttfumblesports.com. But if you like our content, make sure you hit that follow button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you're with us every single day as we talk sports. We have that Thursday night football game ahead of us. We're going to be diving into the research thanks to the outlier tool. Right now you see this incredibly low total at 31.5 is where I see it. I know other places have it at 30 and a half. We will talk about how low that line is as a total and what to do with it if you are going to bet it. Of course, right now, some money has brought the Patriots a little bit closer in terms of the spread. This was at 6 earlier today and has moved. Quickly looking at the line movement on this one, it actually opened at 2.5 in May. Tells you a lot of how things changed over the course of the season. It was at 5.5 on the 5th. It moved up to 6, and it is now down to 4.5. Tells you that the big money has come down on the side of the Patriots to cover. Maybe that encourages you to take it, or maybe it's moved enough for you to take the Steelers. We'll dive into that, of course, during the course of the show. And we are going to give out picks throughout the show every time we hit 2,000 likes or one of our live goal gifts. We are going to give out picks throughout the show, so make sure you hit us up, and we'll give out a ton of picks throughout the show. Let's get at it, everybody. Excited to be with you. If you do have questions, feel free to put them in the comment section or come on as a guest. Drake Moffitt, Zeke, or Gus Edwards. I don't trust the Patriots offense enough. I'm going to go Gus Edwards, Drake. I know Zeke has a good matchup, but I'll go Gus Edwards. Nolan, Rashee Rice, or James Cook. Nolan, I'd go Rice. Nolan, I'd go Rice over Cook. Thanks for the question. IP Shade 45, we did come on earlier today because the NBA in-season tournament tips off at 5 o'clock today, an early start out there in Vegas. So for all of those who are just getting on the air, just getting on social media rather, welcome into the show. It is an early show. Stinky Love, I'd go Addison over Wilson. Stinky Love, I'd go Addison over Wilson. Brandon, Steelers -6, lay that. Okay, Brandon, I like where your head's at now that the line has moved on it. DZ, Trubisky, or Beathard? Great question. I'd probably go Beathard, believe it or not. I don't trust Trubisky enough. Joe Modello, start Reed or Thielen or pick up Noah Brown. Joe Modelos, I'd start Reed. I'd start Reed, Joe Modelos. Thanks so much for the question. Again, at 2,000 likes, we're going to give out our first pick of the game. First pick of the day, rather. So make sure that you are tapping that screen and getting us up to 2,000 likes. Logan, Ford, Madison, or Brandon Cooks? Logan Lockhart, I'm going Brandon Cooks. Mo Beasy, what's good, Mo Beasy? Thanks so much for the gifts. Appreciate you. If any of you guys want to join as a guest, feel free to do so. Happy to have some guests on the show today. Joe Serio, I'd go Minshew over Browning. Joe Serio, I'd go Minshew over Browning. Raw, Allen or Love? Great question, Raw. I'm going to lean just slightly, I think, towards Jordan Love. It's very, very close. I think Josh Allen could have a good performance against the Chiefs. Here's my one issue. I think the Chiefs' defense could also perform well. It's a better defense than Allen's faced in a few weeks. I'm going to lean towards Love because his matchup's more favorable. Jack ran 4, I'd go Gibbs. Jack ran 4, I'd go Gibbs over James Cook. Matt, my league has 5 teams, 6 and 7, fighting for the last 2 playoff spots. Let's go, Matt. I hope you're feeling good about the team that you have. Mason, DK, Evans, Diggs, and Rice. Pick 2. I'd go DK and Diggs. DK and Diggs, Mason. If you're watching on TikTok, YouTube, Twitch, or Kick, fire away with your questions. Happy to have you guys come on the show if you'd like. So all options available to those who are watching right now, no matter the platform. Jacob, Jacoby Myers, Brandon Cooks, Cooper Kupp, or Rashee Rice. Jacob, I'm going to go Cooks, and I'll go Rice. Cooks and Rice. Carl, flex spot, Puka or James Cook. Carl, I'll go Puka. Carl, I'll go Puka. Luis Martinez, watching over on YouTube, asks, really need a win. Who at tight end? Goddard, Hill, Kmet, or Likely? Right now, for me, it's between Hill and Likely. I'm going to lean towards Taysom Hill. The Carolina Panthers defense is bad against the run. That favors the style that they use Hill in because he's not really a tight end. He really is more of a power fullback, a Tim Tebow kind of quarterback. So I like Taysom Hill's matchup against that Carolina Panthers defense. Ernest B. watching over on Twitch. Pick 2. Mostert and Gibbs would be the 2. He asked Javonte, Mostert, or Gibbs. I'd go Mostert and Gibbs. Mostert and Gibbs. Thanks so much for the gift, by the way. We appreciate it. Any name now, Flowers, Rice, or Waddle. Pick 2. Any name now, I'd go Flowers and Waddle. Flowers and Waddle. Wingman, pick 2. Breece Hall, Zeke Elliott, Christian Watson. Well, Wingman, it sounds like Christian Watson is doubtful for Monday night. He's between questionable and doubtful, but the point is the likelihood that he plays is down. It means you have to start Zeke tonight out of those 3 so you don't run into a problem. And I think then you probably start Breece Hall if Watson's not playing, obviously, so by default. Luis, Bijan, Montgomery, or Pacheco this week. I'm going to lean towards Pacheco. Pacheco would be number 1. TB, Saints or Browns defense? Great question. I'm going to lean just slightly towards the Browns, just barely towards the Browns. Damian Skyberg, thanks so much for the gift a moment ago. Start Love or CJ Stroud? Damian Skyberg, I'd start Jordan Love. I'd start Jordan Love even with the Christian Watson injury. Big Sexy, I'm going to go Brandon Cooks. I like Laporta's matchup. I love Brandon Cooks' matchup. Big Sexy, I'm going Brandon Cooks. Dylan, pick 2. I'd go Achan, and I'm going to slightly lean towards Gibbs. Achan and Gibbs, just because Gibbs is splitting touches with Montgomery, Jacobs is not. I'll go Achan and Jacobs, but I'm on the fence on that one, Dylan. Ernest B, Javonte or Rice? Ernest B, I'd go Rashee Rice. Tilly, bro, I got an ad the second switches on the Twitch comments. Sorry about that, Tilly. We appreciate you watching the show. Sorry about that. Feel free to throw in your question. Tilly, I don't know what to say. It wasn't actually up to me. It's up to Twitch. Parker Hall, Nico Collins, or Debo Samuel? Parker Hall, I'd go Debo. Parker Hall, I'd go Debo. Tilly, now that I got you on the show, though, what can we do for you? How can we help you out? What questions can we answer for you? Joe Modello, start Reed or Thielen? I'd start Reed. Joe Modelos, I'd start Reed. Parker Hall, Debo. Diego is beast. My league trade deadline was coming up, and I traded Chase, Addison, and Kyron and Walker for McCaffrey and Diggs. I still like it. Diego is beast. I still like that trade. Trey Wimp, great to see you, Trey Wimp. Pick 2, Pollard, Sutton, Etienne, or Hopkins. I'd go Sutton, and I'd go, I'll go Sutton, and I'm going to lean just slightly towards Trey Wimp. I'm going to lean slightly, I think, towards Pollard, but I don't like it, Trey Wimp. I don't like Hopkins' matchup. Sutton's the obvious play, but between Pollard, Etienne, and Hopkins, Etienne, bad matchup. Pollard, bad matchup. Hopkins, bad matchup. I think I go Pollard just because he's the best player out of that group with the greatest likelihood of points being scored in general in that game, so I go in that direction. Tilly, I'd go OBJ. Tilly, I'd go OBJ over Thielen. OBJ over Thielen was the question. And thoughts on Parker Washington and Joshua Kelly? Starts anytime soon. Guys, Joshua Kelly's value is increasing as Brandon Staley makes it known that Austin Eckler's in the bit of a doghouse with Joshua Kelly probably going to get more opportunities than you would expect with a full healthy Austin Eckler. Andrew Vasquez, Rashee Rice, Keaton Mitchell, or T. Higgins. Andrew Vasquez, I'd go Rashee Rice. Rashee Rice. B. Nels, Lamar versus the Rams, or Goff versus the Bears. B. Nels, I'd go Goff versus the Bears. Goff versus the Bears. Tracy Henkel, start 2. Moss, Achan, Puka, or Warren. Tracy, I'd go Moss and Achan. Moss and Achan. Luke wants to join the show as a guest. Let's get him on and see what his question is. Luke, what's good?
What's good? Is Jalen Warren a good start?
Compared to who?
Like Keaton Mitchell or Derrick Henry.
I prefer Derrick Henry out of the group, and I'm not huge on Jalen Warren tonight. I think he could have a good game. I just feel like if the Patriots want to stop the running game of the Steelers and force Mitch Trubisky to beat them. Like, we all know Bill Belichick wants to take away your number one weapon, and we all know it's not the passing game of the Steelers that's their number one weapon. So as much as I like Jalen Warren overall, I kind of fade him compared to a Derrick Henry.
Yeah, all right, thank you.
I got another question.
Yeah, sure. What's good?
Do you prefer Luke Skywalker over Tyreek Hill?
Do I prefer who?
Luke Skywalker.
I appreciate you guys watching the show. Thanks so much, guys. Let's get Travis up here and answer his question. Luke Skywalker compared to Tyreek Hill. Obviously, I'm going to take Luke Skywalker. I mean, he's a freaking Jedi compared to a cheetah. Anyway, Travis, what's your question, man? Travis, you with us? Nope, Travis dropped. Okay, let's get user 27 up on the show. User 273, what's good?
Hi, quick question on Higbee or Hunter Henry or Lockett or Deontay.
Are all 4 options available to me?
2 each. No, I need to start a tight end and a flex.
Yeah, that's the vibe I was getting. Okay, I'm going to lean... Man, give me one quick second. I actually want to look one thing up related to this. I can pull it up on my screen if you're watching on YouTube, Twitch, or Kick. I know you're not. But I want to research one quick thing, and that's about Hunter Henry. I'm kind of curious to know what Hunter Henry's totals are set at for sports betting. It gives me an understanding of the market overall for his value. Man, under 24.5 receiving yards, don't like that. Under 2.5 receptions, don't like that. Overall, it's an okay matchup. I think I go Tyler Higbee between the tight ends. I prefer that one. User 27. I lean just slightly in that direction. As for the wide receivers, who are they between? Deontay Johnson and who?
And Lockett.
I'd go Lockett on that one. I'm going to go Lockett.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks so much. Let's get to some more questions. Let's see if Travis is on this time. Travis, what's good?
Okay. Packers wide receiver or Garrett Wilson?
A Packers wide receiver. I'd rather go Dobbs. I'd rather go Reed. With no Christian Watson, both have greater value. I'd go with either one over Garrett Wilson.
Okay, I have all of them actually. I could pick up one of them off waivers, but
I'd probably go Reed number 1. Dobbs is a good play too, so I just like how they're utilizing Reed in the run and the pass game. A lot of versatility. I just feel like that there's good value there. But Dobbs is a good own as well with Watson, doubtful.
Okay, one more question. Sorry.
Sure.
Flowers or Odell?
I'm going to go Flowers. I understand Odell Beckham Jr. could get more yards. Let me make sure you hear me say that. Odell could have more receipts. I think Flowers is going to have more receptions. And I think in the red zone, I think Flowers is actually a preferred option for Lamar Jackson. So it's a tricky one because I could see Odell being at around between 60, 75 receiving yards as his ceiling. And maybe Flowers, his ceiling's closer to 60, 55. But I think Flowers could get you a receiving touchdown. And that's why I'm leaning Flowers overall.
Yeah, I think I agree with you. Thank you, man.
Appreciate you watching the show. Let's get to some more of you guys who are watching. DZ. Let's get over to DZ and see what his question is.
Hey, how's it going?
DZ, what's good?
Not much. Jaden Reed, Zach Moss, or Rashee Rice. Pick two.
Moss, and you said Reed was the second one?
Yeah, Reed and Rice.
Moss and Reed. Moss and Reed. I like Rice, not enough. I like Rice, but not enough compared to the other two. Moss, to me, is a must start. I really like him this week. And I think Reed, again, with Watson being doubtful, his value only increases. He's a good start.
Okay, so one more. So would you take Rice over Javonte?
Yes, I would. Yes, I would. It's not that. Here's the tricky part. I think Rice probably has more value overall. Javonte could find his way into the end zone, which makes me a little bit nervous because I think that the Broncos can move the ball really easily through the air between the 20s on the Chargers, but it may be the rushing touchdowns that bail out Javonte. But I'm going to lean towards Rashee Rice in what I think is probably going to be a shootout between the Chiefs and the Bills. So I'll lean in the Rice direction.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate you watching the show, DZ. Let's get to some more of you guys. Lou, what's good?
Hello?
Yeah, what's happening?
Alright. So, I'm wondering, should I play Najee Harris or A.J. Dillon or Jaden Reed for my WRT?
Jaden Reed. Jaden Reed's the best option out of that group, especially Aaron Jones looks like he could be back this Monday, so A.J. Dillon's value goes down. I don't like Najee tonight. I like Reed.
Alright, thank you.
Appreciate you watching the show.
You're welcome.
Let's get to some more of you guys. Thanks so much, Damian Skyberg. Hey, what's happening? Hey, Frowny Face, you got a question? You're on the air, man. Yep. Oh. Guys, when you come on the air, don't cut away from the app. You mute yourself when you do that, so don't cut away from the app. Let's get to some more of you guys. Hey, what's happening? Can you hear me?
Hey, what's up, brother?
What's good?
I need a flex spot, so I got Swift, Cup, or Hubbard.
Surprisingly, Chuba Hubbard has the best matchup. I've been studying that one throughout the day, throughout the week, and it doesn't make me feel good about it, but to be honest, Chuba Hubbard's the best play, so I put him into my lineups, especially with the other guys that you have. Cooper Kupp, can I trust his consistency, especially against a good defense in the Ravens? Here's my one question for you. Are you in a PPR league?
Half PPR, yeah.
Half PPR. Man, you're really splitting hairs on this one. If you were in a full PPR league, I'd probably like Cooper Kupp more. Half PPR, I'm going to take the risk, and I'm going to say Chuba Hubbard.
Appreciate it, brother. Thank you.
Appreciate you watching the show, man. Thanks so much. If you guys have a question, feel free to come on the show and fire away. We'll be getting back to you guys who are writing them in the comment section in just 1 second. IDK, what's good?
Hey, for my flex spot, should I put Zay Flowers, Adam Thielen, Breece Hall, or just between those three?
Zay Flowers. Zay Flowers has the greatest opportunity to both have a high floor and a high ceiling for you. I think he's going to get a lot of targets. No Mark Andrews makes his value even better. I'm going Zay Flowers, buddy.
Yeah, I was thinking the same. Thank you.
Appreciate you watching the show.
Thank you. Yep.
Hope you guys are loving the content. We'll get back to your written questions after this one. JRF, after this, we're going to give out some picks, and then we're going to get back to some written questions. JRF, what's good? JRF, can you hear me?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I got you now. What's good?
Hello?
Yeah, I got you. Can you hear me? We got you. Go ahead.
Flex. Montgomery or Dante Johnson?
I'm going to go David Montgomery. I understand the Bears are a good run defense, but I'm going to go with David Montgomery because I think he finds the end zone. So I'm going to take Montgomery out of those two.
Thank you.
Appreciate you, JRF. Thanks for watching the show as frequently as you do. I'm going to give out a few picks. So for all those that are watching, appreciate you coming on, asking questions. We're going to get back to questions in 1 quick second. But before we do, I got to give you guys some picks to say thank you for watching, and of course to say thank you for you guys tapping the screen, giving gifts, all, subscribing, all that good stuff. So let me give out a few picks tonight. There are going to be some obvious ones in this first round. We're taking Steelers on the money line, guys. We're taking Steelers on the money line. Why? Because the Patriots are trying to tank for Caleb Williams. I think Bill Belichick is trying to show you a good defense, but we all know the Patriots are not trying to contend for anything but the number one pick in the draft. Steelers are still fighting for a playoff spot. One team wants it, one team doesn't, and the team. How many bets that I like in this game overall? But you're telling me TJ Watt is alive, on both legs, has a pulse, and is playing in this game? Then I'm taking him to get a sack. The Patriots are not a good team. They're not a good offensive line anymore. They're not a good offense in general, and it's Bailey Zappi at quarterback. TJ Watt, feast. You should be able to get one sack in the first half and probably a second sack in the second half. So with that said, we are throwing those two picks up on the board. In fact, we are actually going to give out a third pick because we just hit 6,000 likes. So let me give you a third pick for today. It is going to be this NBA in-season tournament that tips off in about a half hour. I'm taking the Pacers to cover. I'm getting Pacers plus 5.5. I bought that earlier in the day, alternative line, but I like the Pacers to end. The Bucks is at 4.5 right now. Again, I bought it at 5.5, at 8.5, which right now is minus 175. So I got it at minus 175. That's Pacers plus 8.5. I really like that play. I think this is going to be a competitive game. I'll give out one more pick for you guys just to get us going, and that is going to be Pacers, Bucks. I'm taking the over. This is a massive total in this game between the Pacers and the Bucks. And in looking at the research, in almost every game where the total is at 250 or above, the over actually cashes. I think it's missed like once over the last 13 times, once over the last 12 times. So I like the over in this one. So I bought it a little bit down. I bought it at like 248.5. I still love it though. Over. A lot of points in that one. So those are 4 picks that we just gave out. If you guys want every bet that I make every single day, DM me on Instagram. That's Buttfumble Sports on Instagram. DM me on Instagram to get every bet that I make every day. Just DM me on Instagram and we will give you a link and a referral code so you can get every bet. Let's get back to some of the written questions that we have. We'll get back to those on the air in a little bit, but we want to get to some written questions. Lucas, I have Dak Prescott, so I really want to do Brandon Cooks and Dak and stack them. Don't hate it. Don't hate it. Harry, I'd go Rice over Thielen. King Milo, pick 2. Ford, Flowers, and James Cook. King Milo, I'd go Ford and Flowers over James Cook. Ernest B, between Ferguson, Taysom Hill, Likely, and Freiermuth. I'll lean just slightly towards Ferguson. I wish you could start both Ferguson and Taysom Hill, but I'll go Ferguson. He's the safer play. Noob DK, Addison, Davis, OBJ, and Reed. Noob DK, I'd go Addison and Reed just because I feel like they're safer plays than OBJ. I prefer them just a little bit more. Addison and Reed. John Tosh, my man, Buttfumble, rate these guys I should pick up on the waiver wire. John Tosh, it would be Myers 1, Flowers 2, Gibson 3. Gibson on a bye. That's why he would be 3rd. Asian Blubs, 2-part question. Rank Rashid White, Etienne, and Javonte. I'd rank them White, Javonte, and Etienne. White, Javonte, and Etienne. And then Moore, Ayuk, Laporta. Rank those. I go DJ Moore, Ayuk, and Laporta in that order. I would love to start Moore and Ayuk. They're must-starts for me. Out of the running backs, probably Rashad White's the only one that I try to go for. Ernest B, I'd go Texans over Niners. Ian, start 3. I'd go Mixon. I'd go Montgomery. And I'll lean just slightly towards Gibbs, believe it or not. Mixon, Gibbs, and Montgomery. I don't really like Bijan this week. Matthew, Freiermuth, and Dalton Schultz, or should I pick up Jordan if Schultz is out? I'd go Freiermuth, Matthew. I'd go Freiermuth. Jackson, Love, Fields, or Goff. Jackson, I'm going to lean slightly towards Fields, believe it or not. I'll lean slightly towards Fields because what he could do in the running and the passing game against the Lions. Lucas, Reed, Walker, or Brandon Cooks. Lucas, I'd go Brandon Cooks. Diego is beast. Fryermuth over receptions and yards and a TD today. Diego is beast. I like where your head's at. I think he is someone who's going to get a lot of targets. He and Deontay Johnson are probably the two players on the Steelers offense I like the most. Eric, pick 3. Jefferson, Pittman, Evans, and Nico Collins. Eric, I'd go Jefferson, Pittman, and Evans. Jefferson, Pittman, and Evans would be the 3, Eric. Hunter, Zeke, or Lockett. Hunter, I'd go Lockett over Zeke. Lockett over Zeke. John Tosh, should I drop OBJ or Roshan? I'd drop Roshan over the 2. Nate, we going Purdy or Mahomes, my boy? Nate, I'm going Brock Purdy. I think Brock Purdy is actually the better play. Let's get another guest up here. Let's get Hogzilla up here. Hogzilla. Let's see. Hogzilla. Knock on wood. Hogzilla doesn't make it. Didn't connect. Okay, let's try again. Let's go M Daddy, go blue. M Daddy, what's good?
Hey, I got Zach Moss, Zeke Elliott, Brees Hall, Derrick Henry, and
guys, don't switch off the app when you're talking. It mutes the show. So don't switch off.
A-Chain, Moss.
Okay, you just named the 2 I'd go with. You just named the 2 I'd go with. I'd go Moss and Achan, okay? Moss and Achan would be the 2.
Thank you.
Appreciate you watching the show. For all those loyal butt fumblers, really appreciate you guys watching every single day. We are on a little bit early because of the NBA in-season tournament. K, what's good? KIA, what's happening? You with us? No? Oh, apparently not. Okay. Sad Face is coming back on. Sad Face, what's good?
How's it going?
Hey, how you doing?
I was wondering about my flex spot. Nico Collins, Cooper Kupp, Puka, or Josh Jacobs.
Wow. Out of the group, I'm going to go Josh Jacobs. I don't love the matchup, but I love the number of carries he's going to get overall. So I feel like if I have to go in any direction, I'll go in the direction of opportunity. And I just think the volume of carries he gets, I'll endorse that, especially feel like he could get in the end zone, get you a touchdown. That would make it worth the start.
Would you start Josh Jacobs over ETN?
Yes.
So I have Zach Moss and Josh Jacobs at running back.
Bingo.
And then would you switch the flex spot then?
Who's at flex?
Nico Collins, Puka, Cooper Kupp, and then it would be either those 3 or ETN.
If you want to take the chance on Nico Collins, you can. He's got a bad matchup this week. I think Cooper Kupp's probably the safest play. I say that, and he's underperformed, obviously. But I feel like the number of targets he'll get. But out of the remaining group, you've kind of got good names. Any other week, there'd be someone in there I like, but they all have bad matchups, especially since you're doubled up on the Rams' passing offense. So,
okay, sounds good. Thank you.
Appreciate you watching the show. If you guys have a question, feel free to hit us up. Sports Media 24/7 wants to come on the air. Let's see what they have to say. Sports Media, what's good?
What up?
What can we do for you?
All right, so I have like a waiver wire question, right?
Sure.
Yeah, so I just picked up a bunch of people. I picked up Jonathan Mingo, OBJ, what's it called? Roshan Johnson.
Mm-hmm.
And someone just dropped Jacoby Myers and Zay Jones. Do you think I should pick them up over those?
I like OBJ. I'd keep him. I like Jacoby Myers. I'd pick him up. Then after that, it's like, do you value the running back position? Maybe you hold on to Roshan Johnson because running backs, harder to find a substitute for if someone gets hurt. But those are the 2 wide receivers I'd want to hold on to.
Yeah. So do you think I should pick up Antonio Gibson too because Brian Robinson's injured?
I mean, he's not playing this week. I haven't looked at week 15 just yet, so I'll let you do that research on your own, and you'll know if that's a good run defense or not. But I'm not as hyped about picking him up as others because he is on a bye week, so his value is diminished compared to everybody else.
All right, yeah, I need a flex because I just got Christian Kirk who just got injured. So
I feel the pain, man.
Yeah. So do you think I should start Brandon Cooks or Alexander Madison in the flex?
Brandon Cooks. Brandon Cooks is a phenomenal matchup against the Eagles. I like him in every single way. Make sure he's in your lineup.
All right, thank you.
Appreciate you watching.
Yep, got you.
For all those who want to join the show, let's get Mark Gonzalez, MMA, up here. And then we're going to give out another pick, guys. We'll give out a few more picks. When we hit 10,000 likes, we'll also give out our Sharps play of the day. But first, Mark Gonzalez, MMA, what's good?
Hey, how's it going, buddy?
Appreciate you and all the support you show us. I know you're a very loyal viewer across all of our platforms.
Yeah, no, I definitely appreciate you. I actually didn't need any help today. You kind of helped me with my lineup so far over the past couple days. I just wanted to get on here and say I appreciate everything you do, man.
Incredibly kind of you. I know you've been watching throughout the NFL season, and it's folks like you who make all of this possible. So thank you for the kind words, and most importantly, thanks for taking time to listen to me talk sports. It's a wonderful thing when you guys tune in. And with that, we're going to let Mark Gonzalez go. Appreciate him and his kind words. We're going to get to more of your questions. Let's get Sean S. up here. Sean S., what's good?
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, how you doing?
Good, good. So I'm starting playoffs this week. Got a little pickle here. I can play 2 wide receivers, 1 tight end, and 1 flex. So what I'm dealing with at tight end, I have Hawkinson and Laporta.
Laporta.
But also at wide receiver, I have...
Wait, Hawkinson and Laporta? You might be starting both of them, one at your flex and one at your tight end.
See, that's my thing. That's where I'm at right now because I have 4 wide receivers. Also, I have St. Brown, I have Puka, I have Mike Evans and Thielen also.
Okay, Amon-Ra St. Brown for sure. He's in your lineup. He's got to be a start. And then how many spots do I have remaining out of the group?
So 4 total.
So 2 wide receiver, 1 tight end, 1 flex, correct?
Yep.
Okay, Hawkinson and Laporta are your tight end and your flex. I have no problem doing that. Those are going to be 2 of the better players out of that entire group. As for your wide receivers, you said Mike Evans. Of the remaining wide receivers that we haven't, Mike Evans is available?
Yeah, I have St. Brown, Puka, Mike Evans.
St. Brown and Mike Evans. Those are the 2.
All right.
Boom.
We'll roll with it.
Appreciate you,
Thanks,
Sean.
All right, bye-bye.
Appreciate all of you guys watching. I'm going to drop some more picks for you guys, and then I'm going to get back to some of the written questions. I know a lot of you guys are holding on for those written questions, so let's give those out. Let's answer those right after we give out some picks. But before we do that, we have to give out picks, everybody. We have picks to give out. So I'm going to drop 2 more picks, and then I'm going to give you my Sharps play of the day. So the Sharps play of the day is my favorite bet of the day. That's going to come third. First, we're going to give out 2 picks that we like today, 2 picks that we like. Not our favorites, but 2 picks that we really like. First one is going to be, I'm taking the Pelicans. Right now, the Pelicans are a 2-point underdog. I bought that up. I bought it at 5.5. You guys know Butt Fumble Sports. We like to get the alternative lines, get a little bit of insurance. We want to get leverage on the sports books in any way possible. So I like Pelicans plus 5.5. I did take that. And then we're going to switch on over and get into hockey because there's some hockey on the slate. Hockey pick that we're giving out right now is going to be the Avalanche on the money line. Avalanche on the money line. And then, guys, it is time for my play of the day. This is our Sharps play of the day. We give this out every show when we hit 10,000 likes. It is our favorite bet regardless of sport, regardless of type of bet. It is the Sharps play of the day, our favorite pick of the day. And it is the Bruins on the money line, guys. Bruins on the money line is our Sharps play of the day. By the way, we have been red hot with the Sharps play of the day recently. I believe we have 4 days in a row, 5 days in a row that this is cashed. So I hope you guys are following us. Maybe you don't want to tail. Maybe you want to fade. That's up to you. But we show you guys every pick that we make every single day on the SHARPZ app. All you have to do is DM me, Butt Fumble Instagram. I will give you a link and a referral code for the SHARPZ app, and you can see every bet that I make every single day for free. So if you want every bet that I make, DM me on Instagram, Butt Fumble Sports on Instagram, and I'll hook you guys up with free picks. Let's get to Wingman and back to your questions. Wingman, I'd go Zeke and Gabe Davis. Wingman, Zeke and Gabe Davis over Breece Hall. Ernest B, I'd go Kincaid over Ingram. Ernest B, Kincaid over Ingram. Chris McSherry, great to see you. Bear Wiggy, I dropped Laporta on accident. Oh no! Brutal. Dylan Wood, I'd go Odell. Dylan Wood, I'd go Odell Beckham Jr. TCK, who should be at the flex, Moss or Cup? TCK 35, I'd go Zach Moss. Drew 7382, I'd go Deontay Johnson. Drew 7382, I'd go Johnson. Zach, pick 3, Mixon, Montgomery, Jacobs, or Mostert. Zach, I'll go Mixon, I'll go Mostert, and I'm going to lean slightly towards Montgomery, but it's close. J-Dub 78, if Olave potentially doesn't play due to illness, do I play Wilson, Downs, or Nico Collins? Didn't hear he was battling an illness. Good to know. Out of that group, I lean towards Downs. Downs has the best matchup, though he has been kind of struggling lately. John, Elliott, Chuba Hubbard, or Walker? I'd go Zeke Elliott and Chuba Hubbard. John, Zeke Elliott, and Chuba Hubbard. JP, didn't dive into that one. Didn't dive into it. Not going to now. Sorry, JP. I'm going to focus on fantasy questions for the moment. JP, circle back around. Let's hit that at the top of the hour. At 5 o'clock, JP, remind me and we'll get to that at the top of the hour. Baby Bryson, pick 1. Baby Bryson, I'd go Rice. I don't know what Jones' status is. I really like Jones overall, but I'll go Rice for now since we don't know Aaron Jones' status just yet. Damian Skyberg, start 1 running back and 1 flex play. Moss and Achan. Damian Skyberg, Moss and Achan. I'll go with them just barely over Montgomery. Nuve DK, I'd go Austin Eckler. Nuve DK, I'm going to go Austin Eckler. Hayes Webster, I'll lean just slightly towards Javonte. I don't like Zeke enough. By the way, appreciate you, JP. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for being so patient. J3109, pick 4, DK, Olave, Mostert, and Ferguson. J3109, I'm going to repeat the 4. DK, Olave, Mostert, and Ferguson would be the 4. Luca asks, flex, Ferguson, Laporta, Warren, or Brandon Cooks. Luca, tricky one. I'll go Brandon Cooks just barely over Ferguson. Mostert, Najee, Swift, or Moss, start 3. I'd start Mostert, I'd start Swift, and I'd start Moss. Mostert, Swift, and Moss would be the 3. Kyle, do I flex Henry, Elliott, or Javonte? I'd flex Derrick Henry. Damian Skyberg, thanks so much for the gifts. We appreciate the love. Mahdi, Javonte, Zeke, or Ridley, start 2, sit 1. It's usually how it works. I'm going to lean slightly, I think, towards Zeke and Javonte. I feel like they're safer plays. Majomes, over under the NFL today feels like a trap. It does feel like a trap, and I am falling straight into that trap. Squealers, you're going to love the pick we gave out earlier. We gave out Steelers on the money line. I will give out another pick right now. We're working our way to 12,000 likes, but I'll give out a pick because you guys are dropping gifts, showing a lot of love. So, next pick I'm going to give out, I'm taking the Patriots. I'm taking the Steelers. And I am taking the under. I bought it up, 34.5. 34.5 is where I'm taking this one. I'm going under 34.5. Unless they're special team scores, where is the offense coming from? How many pick sixes can there be in one game? We already know primetime football has been a heavy underplay. And now you are giving me 2 of the worst offenses. And by the way, 2 defenses that know how to get at it as well. So every indication points towards the under. I'm taking the under. Patriots, Steelers, under 34.5. That's the next pick we just dropped. Nuve DK, I'd go Dak. Nuve DK, I'd go Dak over Stroud. Chris McSherry, I'd go Hill over Goddard. Hill over Goddard. Appreciate you. Chris, rooting for those bees tonight, buddy. Chris, Steelers plus, yep, I love that. And the under, Chris McSherry, we're firing on both cylinders here. Carrington, I'd go, Carrington, I'm going to lean just slightly towards Jordan Love. Carrington, I'll lean slightly towards Jordan Love. I'm a little bit nervous about that. I will admit, I'm a little nervous about it. Mark Gonzalez, have we heard anything about Taysom Hill's injury? No, I haven't. Stroud, JJ, and a Superflex. Jets info, I'd go JJ. Devo, I'd go Gibbs and Rice. Devo, I'd go Gibbs and Rice. Jessica Gray, I've got Allen, Eckler, Barkley, Hill, Allen, Laporta, JT, Cooks. In a 10-man. Should I be worried about Eckler? Jessica, I think you can worry, but I don't think it's going to do you any good. I'd probably keep him in the lineup anyway, so worrying would just bring gray hairs. We don't need that. Loso, Singletary, Noah B, or Brandon Cooks. Loso, Brandon Cooks. Loso, Brandon Cooks. If any of you guys want to come on and ask your question, we'll let a few more people come on and ask their question live on the air. So if any of you guys want to do that, giving you guys that option. Ali, Moore, or Debo, they are two of my favorite plays this week. I'm going to go DJ Moore just barely. It is very close, but I will go DJ Moore just by a hair. Let's get one of our guests up here. We've got G who wants to come on the air. G, what's good?
Hey.
How can we help you today, G?
All right, so I got a QB and running back issue.
Gotcha.
I need to know, I got Justin Fields and Justin Herbert, and I got Rachaad White and Zeke fighting for a flex spot.
Wow, tricky. Because Justin Herbert and Justin Fields, I feel like Justin Fields is a really strong play this week. I really like the matchup with the Lions.
Right.
Broncos defense has been playing a little bit better over the last few weeks. I think that their stats are a little overinflated because that Miami Dolphins game. I'm going to lean just slightly, though, towards Justin Herbert, and here's why. Chargers are desperate for a big game. I think that's going to end up being a shootout between the two teams, and with how Justin Herbert kind of operates, you could get a lot of fourth quarter points out of it. So while I really like Justin Fields, for all you owners out there who have him, to answer your specific question, G, I'm going to lean towards Justin Herbert just barely. Very close, but I'll go Herbert. And then to your other question?
Yeah. It was Rachaad White versus Zeke.
I'd go Rachaad White. I'm not betting on the Patriots offense. I'd rather go White. He's been a really solid fantasy play. Running game, passing game, doesn't matter. I like Rachaad White more.
All right. I appreciate the insight, man.
G, love having you as a viewer. Thanks so much for the question.
Thanks, man.
Let's get to more of your questions out there. Let's get Colin Rice up here. Colin Rice, what's good? You got us, Colin?
I'm here.
Let's hear it.
I just have one question. I need to start two. DeAndre Hopkins, James Cook, or I forget. DeAndre Hopkins, James Cook, and Cortland Sutton.
Oh, wow. Okay. Cortland Sutton is one of my favorite wide receivers this week. Love Cortland Sutton. He's a must start. Between the other two, I don't really like either one, but I'll lean DeAndre Hopkins. He's definitely the better start. So it would be Sutton and Hopkins as the two.
All right. Thank you.
Appreciate you watching the show. Let's get another one up here. Lou Soy, let's get to you. What's good?
Do you think the Jags defense or the Ravens defense will be better this week?
I'm going to lean just slightly towards the Ravens. They're a better defense overall, so I'll lean towards Ravens.
All right, that helps. They average a pick or two a week.
What's good?
I was leaning towards that already because they normally get a pick or two.
And they get sacks as well, so I think you're on the right track. Good thinking, man.
All right, thank you.
You have a great day.
You too.
Hope you guys are loving the content, loving the questions and the conversation. If you do, hit that follow button, hit that subscribe button. Let's get Ethan on the show. Ethan, what's good?
Yo, yeah, got a question. Saquon Barkley or Rachaad White?
Ooh, wow, tricky. Okay, Saquon Barkley's got the better matchup. I'll go Saquon Barkley. I understand that the Packers could load the box and try and take him away, but the Packers are a bad run defense. I'll go Barkley out of those two.
All right, yeah, it's a big week. If I win, I'm in.
Rooting for you, Ethan. Let's get a dub.
Yeah, I'm going to slide you 100 if I win.
Oh, you don't need to be that kind. What I would say is put that 100 you were going to give me and put a hedge bet on Rachaad White to, like, score a touchdown or something, you know? Do something to maybe take the pressure off, and that way, no matter what, you're in the green.
See, you get it. I like the way you think.
You got to emotionally hedge against your fantasy team sometimes. Like, yeah, you love winning, but you know what's really good? When you get a win, even when you lose. Like, when you make money on Rachaad White scoring a touchdown and you win the fantasy matchup, that's going to be a really good feeling. So let's go for that, Ethan.
Yeah, I like you.
Let's do it. I appreciate you watching the show, man. Hope you guys are loving the content and the conversation. If you do, hit that follow button, hit that subscribe button. For all those that are watching right now on TikTok, YouTube, Twitch, and Kick, we are live across all of these platforms. We've given out some picks so far during the show, giving out fantasy advice as well. Let's get back to some of these written questions on here. Evan, I'd go Smith over Puka. Evan, Smith over Puka. Lucas, Derrick Henry just went to healthy. Love it, Lucas. He's a start for me. Shady Skittles, ooh. Mitch Trubisky, Jake Browning, Jameis Winston. Shady Skittles, where can I bob for apples and not come up for air? Let's go Jameis Winston. Shady Skittles, I think it'd be Winston barely. Bear Wiggy, Dalton Schultz, a good pickup? Yes, he is, especially for the playoffs. Don't love starting him this week. If you guys want to ask your question, fire away. We're here for it. Between the stalls, Elliott or Ford? Between the stalls, I'd go Jerome Ford. Between the stalls, I'll go Jerome Ford. Nathan Van, pick one. Nathan Van, I'd go Jacoby Myers. Nathan Van, I'd go Jacoby Myers. HT Cool, I'm going to lean just slightly towards Breece Hall. It's close. I'll go Breece Hall. Andrew, Komet or Goddard? Andrew, I'm going to go Cole Komet. Andrew, Cole Komet. Mike Guzman, pick one. Mike Guzman, I'll go Javonte. Mike Guzman, I'll go Javonte. Nuv DK is asking Rice, Thielen, Brown, Flowers, Ford, or Warren at the flex. I'd go Zay Flowers. Nuv DK, I'd go Zay Flowers. Daniel, Saquon or Kyron Williams? I'll go Saquon Barkley. Saquon Barkley's the better play. Appreciate you guys joining us. If you guys do want to come on as a guest, feel free to do so. Happy to let you guys join as a guest. Shady Skittles, I'd go Dameon Pierce, I think. It's close, Shady Skittles, but Dameon Pierce is the best matchup of that group. Lucas, I was just wondering why you like Brandon Cooks so much this week. The Eagles' pass defense is bad, everybody. The Eagles' pass defense gives up a ton of receiving yards, a ton of receiving touchdowns. I like Brandon Cooks because he is clearly the wide receiver 2 in that offense. Not Michael Gallup. He is certainly not number 2. It's Brandon Cooks. And the way he's been scoring touchdowns of late, 4 touchdowns over his last 6 games? Let's take a quick look at that. All of those out there who are considering some player prop bets, let's jump on over to Outlier. For those that are new to Butt Fumble Sports, Outlier is a sports research tool that we use every single day to study the trends, analytics. All the picks that we make every day are backed by Outlier. Let's see if Brandon Cooks is up on the board just yet. And he is. Let's dive into it right now. So Brandon Cooks right now, over under 49.5 receiving yards. Love that. That's the over on that. Hasn't maybe been a great trend consistently, but over the last 4 games, he's been hovering around 40 plus yards. He had that big game on against the Giants. I do want to consider that a true outlier. But if we look at touchdowns, forgive me, 5 touchdowns in the last 7 games. That is a hot wide receiver. And when you tell me he's facing a defense that is 32nd in the NFL in passing touchdowns allowed to wide receivers, that is a must bet, everybody. In fact, add it to my picks. Put it on the board. I know this isn't one for today's action. It is one for Sunday. But Brandon Cooks over half an anytime touchdown. You can put it on the board. Yes, sir. I am taking that bet. So that's how much I like it, giving that pick out right now. You just saw how much we like it as we went through the Outlier app. Good trend, good data, good matchup, everything about it. Plus 175. We like that play, everybody. Getting back to your fantasy questions across YouTube, TikTok, Twitch, and Kick. Start 2, Ridley, Wilson, and Cooks. I'd go Wilson and Cooks. I'd go Wilson and Brandon Cooks. Record, Elliott, James Cook. I'd go Zeke Elliott. I'd go Zeke Elliott on that one. Josh, Pollard or Zeke? Man, tricky. I think I'll lean just slightly towards Zeke. Better matchup, though I don't like betting on the Patriots offense. Andrew, Thielen, Higgins, or Gabe Davis? Andrew, I'd go Gabe Davis. Andrew, I'm going Gabe Davis. Nate R, Adams or Pittman? I'll go Devontae Adams. I like them both a lot. Nate R, I think both are starts this week, but I'll go Adams barely. RW, Flex, Puka, Rice, Reed, Cooks, or Mitchell. RW, it's Brandon Cooks. You guys here, I am big on Brandon Cooks this week. If you guys want to join the show as a guest, make sure that you do so, hitting you guys up, giving you guys that option. If you guys want to join as a guest, hit us up on TikTok and we'll let you guys join. We have hit 13,000 likes. I want to give out another pick. The Brandon Cooks pick, that's for this weekend. We got more picks to give out. You know how things are here at Butt Fumble Sports. We give out as many picks as anybody across social media. Let's give out another one for you guys tonight. I am taking the Kings on the money line, everybody. Again, not too much action across the sports world. NBA only has 2 games. NFL has a dog poop on your porch matchup. So the NHL is going to be where we give out some more picks. Kings on the money line is the next one that we're giving out. There you see it up on the big board. Catch, we are giving out fantasy advice, everybody. So if you guys need help, fire away. Josh, I'd go Gibbs over Pollard. Josh, Gibbs over Pollard. Stephen McCabe, is Ferguson a top 5 tight end this week? Yes, he is. JP, if you're ready, yes, we are. Let's check out Trey Murphy over 16.5 points and rebounds. JP's been patient, so let's check out Trey Murphy over 16.5 points and rebounds. We try to help you guys out with your bets every single day. So let's do some research on the Outlier app. Again, Outlier is the best research tool I've ever come across. If you guys want a free 7-day trial for Outlier, DM me on Instagram. So if we look at the over-under on 16.5 points and rebounds, really good implied probability at 55%. This has gone over 5 straight games. This has gone over 10 straight games. This has gone over 20 straight games. Wow, what a good trend. Interesting that it went up from 15 to 17.5 and has since come down to 16.5. Fortunately for you, this came down. I wish you had gotten it at that 15.5 earlier, but this is a good play, everybody. Trey Murphy over 16.5. Why is this not a good play? Why is this not getting the love? Against, that's why. So the matchup that they have against the Lakers, points may come at a premium. It's still good for rebounds. I like the play. It's too much grass to not call it a lawn. Trey Murphy, the third, over 16.5 points and rebounds. I'm going to add it to my picks. I'd endorse it. I like it, JP. This is one I do like. Appreciate the question. Appreciate you hanging around and asking it. That's a good find, JP. Angelo, Dolphins defense, Texans defense. Angelo, I'll go Texans. Majomes, any rants today? I'll say this. People are going to knock the San Diego Padres for giving up Juan Soto and getting no bona fide, stars or great prospects in the return. I think the Padres did as well as they possibly could. Mookie Betts got the Red Sox, guys who are now on the Yankees and barely on the team. They didn't get anybody for Xander Bogaerts. Shohei Ohtani left in free agency. The number of stories of star players leaving and the team that held those rights, owned that player before, getting nothing is so long a list at this point. I think the Padres got as much back as they could. I like that they got Michael King and they held out for it. The Yankees obviously won the trade because they get Juan Soto for a year. That is a must-win for the Yankees, so I do like it for New York. However, San Diego, don't feel like you lost this trade. You got a lot of good arms in this deal. They're prospects. You can build around Tatis and Bogaerts and Machado with these young arms. You only had Soto for a year anyways. I think it was a really good move for the Padres overall. Probably give it a B+. But given how other teams have fared, that's a pretty good grade. That's a passing grade in my book. Sean Walker, who to play at flex? Sean Walker, I'm going to lean slightly towards Warren. Don't love it, but I'd go Warren. Should I start the Steelers defense tonight? Yes, and can. The Steelers defense is a must start tonight. Really like them. Angelo, I'd go Singletary over Warren. Angelo, Singletary over Warren. If you guys want to join the show as a guest, make sure you hit me up. Austin Parkinson. Can we pin Austin Parkinson? Let's pin Austin Parkinson's pick. Mitch Trubisky over 180 passing yards. I'm not touching it. I'm not touching it. Just not enough confidence there. Can we pin that question if we could? Coles, is Jaden Reed okay? Yes, he is. I'm not seeing Austin's question, by the way. Moderators, feel free to mute people who spam. I'm totally cool with that. I used to be like, no, you don't need to mute. Now I'm like, no, you can. Riley, I'd go Reed over Swift. Riley, Reed over Swift. Xander, I'm not betting the passing totals. I'm telling you guys now, I do not give out picks if I don't have some level of confidence on it. You guys will sometimes like really push me to answer it, and I'll give you my like gun to head kind of reaction. However, I don't want player prop bets in this game. I gave you guys the one player prop bet I'm taking tonight. That's TJ Watt to get a sack. Other than that, guys, my window is closed. I want nothing to do with the player prop bets in tonight's game. Why? Because it is a dog poop on your porch in a snowstorm kind of game. You're going to have to shovel that shit off. I want nothing to do with it. I'm going to watch it. I'm going to enjoy it. It's football in prime time. I'll watch it while I do laundry or something. But the point is, do I want to bet this game? Hell no. Am I putting my money on this game? Hell, kind of. Because I'll put it on the total. I'll put it on the Steelers on the money line. I'll even put this pickup on the board. I am going to take the Patriots at plus. I took it at 13.5. That's how high I took it, and I folded it into parlays. If you guys want to do that, go crazy. But I am not taking player prop bets in this one. This just smells of money being lost. Austin Parkinson, I'd go Gus Edwards. Austin Parkinson, I'd go Gus Edwards. Chris, appreciate you watching the show, buddy. JP, we did like that over, JP. Chris, if you're a Patriots fan, the one thing I will say to Patriots fans, this is a rant. This is a rant I want to say right now. If you're a Patriots fan, I don't want to hear bitching. I don't want to hear you guys complaining about this season. I don't want to hear any complaints. The Patriots have had the greatest run in modern day sports, and maybe the greatest run we will ever see in modern day sports, given now that we have the salary cap across the leagues that we do. The Patriots were blessed with 20 years of success. I don't want to hear about Belichick bitching. I don't want to hear about quarterback bitching. It is the greatest 20 years in the history of sports. If you are complaining now, then don't go to heaven. You're going to hate the one moment that heaven isn't blissful for like half a second. Patriot fans are hilarious. Just enjoy what you've had. Jurho, I'd go likely over Goddard. Jurho, I'd go likely over Goddard. Nate R, I'd go Aaron Jones. Nate R, Aaron Jones. CCE, Downs has a good matchup, but can the dude disappoint me 3 weeks in a row? He should have had better games. He has not, and it is frustrating me. Stephen McCabe, start, bench, cut. Dole, Mike, Paul. Are we talking about guys who ran for president and didn't win? By the way, if you got that, then clearly you're older than some of the people who have joined the show. Ollie, Gibbs, or Mixon. I'm going to go Mixon, actually. Mixon has a good play. Mark, am I having a bad day? I'm having a phenomenal day. We were just, I do love giving out rants, and that was one I definitely wanted to hit on because I have a lot of Patriots fans, either who watch the show or in my life, and they are singing me this song of sorrow about, the 2023 season is just the worst. World's tiniest violin playing for all of New England when it comes to their football team having a lack of success this year. Food Truck Dad, Addison, Dillon, Downs, or Drake London. Food Truck Dad, it's Drake London. Drake London's one of my favorite wide receivers this week. Love the play. Technician, what's the best bet for today's game, bro? Appreciate the hot pick. So, we've given out picks so far during the show. For all of those that have just joined, make sure you listen up. I'm going to review the picks we've given out so far. If you're watching on YouTube, Twitch, or Kick, you can see them on the screen. But for those on TikTok, here are the picks we've given out so far, okay? The picks we've given out so far are Steelers on the money line. Patriots Steelers under 34.5. Patriots plus 13.5. Fold it into some parlays. The Patriots plus 13.5. I'm taking those with parlays like Cowboys on the money line, 49ers on the money line. Parlays that are, let's put it, safer. TJ Watt over 0.75 sacks. I think TJ Watt gets a full sack tonight. I'm taking TJ Watt. He is my only player prop bet tonight. Only player prop bet for Thursday Night Football. TJ Watt over 0.75 sacks. Now to this NBA game. I know it's about to tip off or already has, but here are the picks. I took Pacers plus 8.5. Warning, I like to buy points. If you don't, I get it, but I like having a little advantage on the sports book where they put the line. So, Pacers plus 8.5. Pacers Bucks over 248.5. Pacers Bucks over 248.5. And I took the Pelicans at plus 5.5. I think both games are going to be close. Both games are going to come down to the final few seconds. So I like Pacers plus 8.5, Pelicans plus 5.5. Now to the NHL, covering the ice. Avalanche on the money line, Kings on the money line, and my Sharps play of the day, my favorite bet of the day, regardless of sport, regardless of bet. My favorite bet of the day, brought to you by the Sharps app, is Bruins on the money line, guys. Boston Bruins on the money line. Favorite bet of the day. If you guys want every bet I make every day for free, DM me on Instagram. Butt Fumble Sports is the name of my Instagram. It's the name of my company. Butt Fumble Sports on Instagram. DM me on Instagram to get a link and a referral code for the Sharps app. And that way you see every bet I make every day for free. For free. Never behind a paywall. Every single day they're free on the Sharps app. So just DM me on Instagram to get every bet that we make every single day. Anyway, that's a review of our picks. Let's get at it, everybody. By the way, if you guys want to join the show as a guest, feel free to do so. We'll let you guys join the show. Diego Garcia, I'll go Flowers over Gibbs. Diego Garcia, Flowers over Gibbs, just barely. Edgar Mendoza, I'd go Kelsey. Edgar Mendoza, I'll go Kelsey. Caden Williams, I don't trust Ridley this week. Unless you don't have better options, I'd avoid him. BM75, I'll go Ferguson. BM75, I'll go Ferguson just barely. W.I. Parkey, I'd go Jerry Jeudy, believe it or not. Jerry Jeudy, phenomenal matchup. JP, the answer is yes. JP, I like that over that you asked about earlier. Trey Murphy III, over 16.5 points and rebounds. I like it, JP. Sorry you missed it. We got you. Heed, I'd go Ferguson over Goddard. Heed, Ferguson over Goddard. Tony, Cortland Sutton, one of my favorite plays of the week. Cortland Sutton is a must-start. Cortland Sutton over Wilson. Majomes, golf rant coming your way, guys. Majomes, what are my thoughts on John Rahm leaving for the PGA Tour? Guys, I'm going to say this now. I have nothing against the Arab people. I have nothing against the people of Saudi Arabia that others wouldn't. I have something against the government of Saudi Arabia because of 9/11. I do. I am opposed. Look, they absolutely killed Khashoggi. We know that. They had a man butchered. We know that. We had literally a man butchered, disassembled, and we know that they did it. So I'm just going to be obvious about this one. I am not for the Saudi Arabian government. I'm putting that out there now. You guys want to not follow? You guys want to flip over to another channel? I don't usually get political, but we're talking about Live Golf. And there is no way that I can separate Live Golf from the Saudi government. It is like trying to separate the 1936 Olympics from the Nazis, and I refuse to do that. So, if you don't like this take, that's fine. Feel free to watch another channel. But, to me, Live Golf is bad. I know people who have worked for Live Golf. I know people who work for Live Golf. I am opposed to it. I've told them that. I am opposed to Live Golf. Am I for competition in golf? Absolutely. But I think what the Saudi Arabian government is doing is they're trying to get your attention on golf over the atrocities that they commit now, in the future, and have in the past. So, I am not for Live Golf. I'm disappointed that John Rahm went. I know he went because he's getting a ton of freaking money. Good for him. It's blood money. I'm not about it. If someone offered me blood money, I'd turn it down. I do have that kind of conviction about it. I am anti-Live Golf. I am anti-Live Golf. I will not support it. I will not watch it. I don't encourage others to watch it. I am not for it. You want to do so? Totally cool. But do I think Live Golf is a good thing? No, I'm totally off it. And that's my take, guys. That's my rant. Let's get back to fantasy advice now. User 55, Goddard or Freiermuth? I'd go Freiermuth. User 55, I'd go Freiermuth. Equal sign. I'm going to go Texans defense. It's close, but I'll go Texans, I think, barely. Matt Chubb, I'd go Taysom Hill. Matt Chubb, I'd go Taysom Hill. Squealers, I'd go Moss. Squealers, I'd go Moss. Yo, boy, Alex, can you check if Dak over 24.5 completions is a good trend? Sure, let's take a quick look at it. Let's see if it's available first. I will admit some of these aren't up yet. Let's take a look at Dak Prescott and pass completions. 25.5. We love seeing that. That said, it's an okay trend. Obviously, at the 24.5, it's better, but I'd be a little wary about it. Hasn't been a great trend head-to-head. Better at home recently, but overall, I like it. I do like it. I'd probably go with it, but it's not one I'm going to necessarily bet. Christian Silva, I'd go Texans. Christian Silva, I'll go Texans. Emery, pick 2. By the way, that's a tough one. Steelers or Texans defense, both are good. I don't know. The Patriots, you know what? I'll go Steelers. I take it back. To all those watching, I'm going to say Steelers defense. I'm taking it back. Steelers defense. Steelers defense. Patriots have like nobody on offense. Even their wide receivers are injured. Jason, I'll go Texans on that one. Jason, Texans over Packers. Priceless Pigeon, I'd go Geno. Priceless Pigeon, I'd go Geno. D-Clan, start 4. Kyron, Chase. Majomes, thanks so much, Majomes. Thanks for hooking us up with our live goal. D-Clan, Holmstrom, start 4. I'd go St. Brown, Allen, Bijan, and Kyron Williams. St. Brown, Allen, Bijan, and Kyron Williams, D-Clan. If any of you guys want to join the show as a guest, feel free. Jared Ford, I'd go Mixon. Jared Ford, I'd go Mixon. Gilly Beans, I'd go Lockett. Gilly Beans, I'd go Lockett. Appreciate all the gifts, all the love. Hope you guys are loving the show. If you do want to come on as a guest, hit us up. More than happy to have you guys join as a guest for all those that are able to. I believe you need 1,000 followers. That is the one caveat. Joe P, I'd go Tua. Joe P, I'd go Tua. Alan Simpson, I'd go Love. Alan Simpson, I'd go Love. Mick Hodderson's, is Mostert missing practice a concern? It is, but not enough for me to start Zeke over Mostert. Steve Suarez, thanks so much. Thanks so much, Sam Mancini. Thanks so much for the live goal gift. Steve Suarez, I'd go Taysom Hill. Steve Suarez, I'd go Taysom Hill. Boo Boo, I'd go Waddle. Boo Boo, I'd go Waddle. Walker Jerome, I'm going to go DK Metcalf. Walker Jerome, I'd go DK Metcalf. Walker Jerome, I take it back. I'd go Devontae Adams. Walker Jerome, I take it back. I'd go Devontae Adams. Victoria, I'd go Barkley. Victoria, I'd go Barkley. IP Shade 45. Devontae Parker over 38.5 receiving yards. Let's take a look at it. I don't really want to bet it, but let's take a look at it. Devontae Parker. Wow, is he even on the board? He is. Okay, it's set at 39.5 where I see it. The under's the better implied probability. This has cashed in 2 straight games. I'm going to say IP Shade take the over. I know it's not a good trend, but I'm going to take the over. They have no other wide receivers. Bailey Zappi has connected with him for the over on this 2 weeks in a row. IP Shade 45, I would take the over on that, though obviously I'm avoiding it because it's dog poop on your porch. Benny, I'd go Benny. Benny, I got to go Tyreek Hill. Start them both. Benny, why do I have to pick one? Hill and CeeDee Lamb. Joe P, I'd go Deontay Johnson. Joe P, I'd go Deontay Johnson. Brandon, I'd go Johnson over Thielen. Johnson over Thielen, and I'd go Cole Kmet. Brandon, Johnson and Cole Kmet. Yo boy Alex, do you like Swift under 50.5 rushing yards? Yes, I do. Yo boy Alex, yes, I do. Jason, I'd go Hurts. Jason, I'd go Jalen Hurts. Any of you guys want to join as a guest, hit us up on TikTok. For all those that want to ask their question live on the air, you have the option. Hit us up. Gabriel, I'd go Zay Flowers. Gabriel, I'd go Zay Flowers. By the way, shout out to our moderators, to all our moderators here at Butt Fumble Sports. Thank you for being badasses. Of course, at Butt Fumble Sports, of course, we have to have a couple of badasses, and they are our moderators doing a great job. Shout out to you guys. Andrew, I'd go Swift over James Cook. Colin, I'm going to lean towards Lockett. Colin, I go Lockett. Tony Salty, I'd go Ayuk and Waddle. Tony Salty, I'd go Ayuk and Waddle. Boo-boo. Trade Chase and Kincaid for Diggs. I'm not crazy about it, actually. Justin Fong, I'd sit Breece Hall. Justin Fong, I'd sit Breece Hall. IP Shade 45, I know the feeling. You got to make it entertaining with some bets. By the way, why do I love sports betting? Because it can turn anything into something I want to watch. 20 carats. Is Zeke a start this week? He can be if you don't have other options. Yo boy Alex, lot of good games this week. Favorite game to see this week? It ain't close. Cowboys, Eagles. How can you not be pumped about that game? Tony, I'd go Herbert. Tony, I'd go Herbert. Thanks for the question. Sean, I'm going to go Dobbs. Sean, I'd go Dobbs over Higgins and Godwin. You want to ask your question live on the air, hit us up. More than happy to have guests on. JP, I actually did not include the Hurricanes money line in my bets tonight. Let's give out another pick for you guys. Another NHL pick is going to be coming your way. So let's drop another NHL pick for you guys. Hurricanes are not one of them, interestingly enough. Didn't take Hurricanes on the money line, avoiding that game. But another pick I am giving out is going to be the Red Wings on the money line. Red Wings on the money line is the next NHL pick that we're giving out. Again, if you want every bet we make every day, DM me on Instagram, Butt Fumble Sports on Instagram. DM Butt Fumble Sports on Instagram to get every bet that I make every single day. Chris, win, and I'm in. OBJ, AJ Brown, Adams, and Collins. Chris, is this a trick question? It's Adams and Brown. It's Adams and Brown. Love Brownie. What do you think about Deontay Johnson with Trace McSorley? Is it Trace McSorley? I thought it was Mitch Trubisky, Love Brownie. I'd go Deontay Johnson with Mitch Trubisky. Appreciate you guys being with us every single day. If you have not done so already, hit that follow button, hit that subscribe button. Make sure you DM me every single day for my picks. If you want my picks, DM me on Instagram. Otherwise, you can come on the show. You can always ask questions. Butt Fumble Sports is live every single day. So make sure you follow, make sure you subscribe, make sure you DM us on Instagram. We love, love, love connecting with you guys in every way possible. The audience is the best, so thank you guys so, so much. Alwarzo, I'd go Ayuk, Lamb, and Allen. Alwarzo, Ayuk, Lamb, and Allen. Brett Naffs. IP Shade 45, thanks so much for the live gold gift. Brett, I'd go Moss. Brett, I'd go Moss. Jordan 06, I'm not crazy about Warren tonight. It's okay, but I'm not crazy about it. Jaybird, I'd go Brandon Cooks. Jaybird, I'd go Brandon Cooks. Jason, opinion on starting 2 tight ends this week? I love it. Squealers, I got to your question, ma'am. I got to your question. Oh, I'm on a flight or would call in Jalen Warren, Swift, or Walker. It's Jalen Warren out of that group. And then I'd go, Reed and London. I would start Reed and London. If I had to pick one, I'd go London over Reed. But it'd be Warren, Reed, and London as the 3. And I'd rather start London over Reed, but I wish you could start all 3. Hawkage, I'd go Mixon. Hawkage, I'd go Mixon. Cedric, I'd go Saints. Cedric, I'd go Saints. Green Machine. Green Machine. I'd go Cup. Brett, I'd go Ayuk. Brett, I'd go Ayuk. Brody, I'd go Flowers. Brody, I'd go Flowers. Jonah Wiggins, I'd go Brandon Cooks. Jonah Wiggins, I'd go Brandon Cooks. R. Robbie Robertson, I'm going to go Fields. R. Robbie Robertson, I'd go Fields. Brody Waxer, I'd go Flowers. Brody Waxer, I'd go Flowers. Breg, I'd go Zeke. Breg, I'd go Zeke. Swervo, I'd go Montgomery. Swervo, I'd go Montgomery, just barely. You want every bet we make every day? DM us on Instagram, everybody. DM Butt Fumble Sports on Instagram to get every bet we make every single day. Make sure you never miss a pick. Hit that follow button, hit that subscribe button, and DM us on Instagram. DM Butt Fumble Sports on Instagram to get every bet that we make every single day. They're available on the SHARPZ app. SHARPZ is an app that's a social media app for sports bettors. It's a place where they aggregate bets. It's not a sports book. Every bet I make automatically aggregates over to the SHARPZ app, so you can see every bet I make every single day for free. Whether you watch the show, whether you miss the show, every bet I make every single day is available. You can find it on the SHARPZ app. All you have to do is DM Butt Fumble Sports on Instagram. That's Butt Fumble Sports on Instagram to get every bet we make every day. Ricky, I'd go Jaden Reed. Ricky, I'd go Jaden Reed. Ezekiel, I'd go Kyron Williams. Ezekiel, I'd go Kyron Williams. Thanks so much for the question. Michael Hayes, does Eckler bounce back? Yes, he does. Yes, he does. Sean Duran, I'd go Gus Edwards. Sean Duran, I'd go Gus Edwards. Fatfish, I'd go Moss. Fatfish, I'd go Moss. Bryce Stanton, I'd go Cooper Kupp. Bryce Stanton, I'd go Kupp barely over Zeke. Dallas Ogburn, I'd go Adams and Addison. Dallas Ogburn, I'd go Adams and Addison. Thanks so much for the question. Jared Ford, I'd go Achan, Moss, and Achan, Moss, and Pacheco. Achan, Moss, and Pacheco would be the three. K-A-J, I'd go Chuba Hubbard over Zeke. Chuba Hubbard over Zeke. Cam Thompson, I'd go Pacheco. Cam Thompson, I'd go Pacheco. Anyone want to join the show as a guest? If you want to ask your question live on the air, feel free, hit us up. More than happy to have guests join the show. Would love to answer your questions. If you want to rant about sports, if you got a question you want to answer, whether it's fantasy football or sports betting, hit us up, everybody. Bola, I'd go Henry. I'll go Henry, but I hate them both. Blake, at the flex, I'd go Aaron Jones. Blake, I'd go Aaron Jones. Luis Garcia, I'd go Brandon Cooks. Luis Garcia, I'd go Brandon Cooks. Breg, I'd go Zeke. Breg, I'd go Zeke. R. Robbie Robertson, I'll go Noah Brown. R. Robbie Robertson, I'll go Noah Brown just barely. Josh, I'd go Kincaid over Warren. Josh, Kincaid over Warren. TB East, I'd go Brandon Cooks and Chuba Hubbard. T-Beast, I'd go Cooks and Hubbard. Cam Thompson, I'd go Chuba Hubbard. Dakota B, I'd go DK and Rice. Dakota B, DK and Rice. Ice Boeing, great to see you, Ice Boeing. I'd sit Najee. Ice Boeing, I'd sit Najee just barely. Tony, I'd go Texans defense. Tony, I'd go Texans defense. No one wants to join the show as a guest? If you do, hit us up. Everyone has the chance. I think you just need 1,000 followers. Christy, pick two. Oh, lost you. Can we pin that question? Derek Lane, I'd go Steelers. Derek Lane, I'd go Steelers. Oh, I got Christy now. Christy, I'd go Zay Flowers and Jacoby Myers. Christy, Flowers and Myers. Thanks for the question. Connor James, is Browning over Kyler in the first round of the playoffs crazy? I haven't looked at the matchup, but this week it would be because Kyler Murray's on a bye week. So, as in it wouldn't be crazy because Kyler Murray's on a bye week. If you guys haven't done so already, make sure that you share Butt Fumble Sports with other sports fans in your world, whether they're a coworker, a friend, a family member, a stranger who you see wearing sports gear. Make sure you let them know Butt Fumble Sports is the best channel on all of social media for sports talk, fantasy football advice, sports betting advice, and obviously picks. Make sure that you share Butt Fumble Sports. Hit that share button. Let others know. It's the giving time of year. Give the gift of good sports content to your family, your friends, your co-workers, or just some rando in the street. Butt Fumble Sports is live every single day on TikTok, YouTube, Twitch, and Kick. Make sure you follow, make sure you subscribe, and share the word. We grow thanks to your support and you letting others know about Butt Fumble Sports. Share subscriptions, share the channel, share Butt Fumble Sports. Make sure everyone in your world knows about us. Breezy, I'd go Justin Fields. Breezy, I'd go Justin Fields. Jason, I'd go Mixon. Jason, I'd go Mixon. Let's get Derek Lane up on the show. Derek Lane's been a loyal viewer for a while now. Let's get Derek Lane up here. Derek, what's good?
Hey, what's good, man? How you doing?
Doing well. Hope you're having a great day.
Oh, I'm stressing about this. I got a big one today. I'm just like, you know, in the kickers and the defense, it's like I'm not even worried about the regular players. But what are you thinking, Steelers or Jets?
For a defense, Steelers. I've seen the Patriots offense operate, and it is god-awful. Meanwhile, the Texans, I don't think they're going to have a good game. I think the Jets could have a good game, but the Texans are a legitimate offense with, like, you know, legitimate NFL quality players. Patriots right now are playing guys who should be playing at Foxborough High. I'll go Steelers defense.
Okay, then another one. Bass and Elliott. What do you think there? Who do you think I stuck?
I'm going to go Elliott, and here's why. One, he's playing in the Dome, like the conditions. Two, I think that the Eagles could run into some challenges at times where they drive, but they get stalled. So I like Josh Elliott, and we've seen him connect from deep from 50, 55, 60 yards this year. So if this game were ever close, or if the Eagles wanted to try and take a chance for some extra points, you know that's an option. So I'll go Elliott.
Okay, here's the last one for you, and this is the one that's been bothering me all day. I traded like a nuthead. I traded DK Metcalf for Higgins before Higgins, blew up. Higgins gave me one good game, then Burrow went down.
Yep.
Now I took out Jacoby Myers. I had to drop him. He's sitting on my waivers as the number one waiver spot. Do I drop Jets D or Higgins and bring in Jacoby just for insurance?
I wouldn't drop Higgins, in part because you did invest something in him. The Jets defense you could drop right now, and yeah, would someone probably pick him up this weekend? Sure. But would you be losing sleep over that? No. I'm going to say you drop the Jets defense and that, you pick up that other wide receiver because you need him. But, I feel good dropping a defense.
Perfect. You're the man. I appreciate you, man.
Appreciate you, Derek. Thanks for being a great viewer.
Always, man. Bye.
If you guys want to join the show, that's how it goes. So anyone who wants to join the show as a guest, feel free to do so now. Let's get Ryder up here. And before Ryder goes, I want to give a big shout out to Ryder. Ryder, thanks so much for subscribing. Appreciate you being a part of the new community of sports fans here at Butt Fumble Sports. How can we help you out today?
Hey, I was wondering, do you think I should start David Njoku or Dallas Goedert this week?
I'd go David Njoku. By the way, clearly you're enjoying the helium from that balloon a little bit too much with that high voice. Just having some fun with you. I'd go David Njoku. I think David Njoku's the better play. I love the matchup against the Jaguars, and I like Joe Flacco throwing him the ball. So I'd go Njoku, buddy.
All right, and do you like the Texans defense this week more or the Jets?
I'm going to go Texans defense. Texans defense number one.
All right, thank you.
Ryder, I got one question for you.
Yes.
Who's going to win, Michigan or Alabama?
Michigan.
Really? You got that Roll Tide in your profile. Are you not a Tide fan?
Well, I am, but I just think Michigan's going to win.
Whoa, did we just expose Ryder as a Fairweather fan? No, I'm just playing Ryder. Roll Tide, but good pick, by the way. I love that you're picking with your head, not your heart. Appreciate you watching the show, Ryder.
Thank you.
Have a great night.
You too.
Ryder's a good sport. I could tell by how he reacted to that. I was trying to give him some shit, and he was having a good time with it. Sergio. Let's go to Sergio now, who's on the line. Sergio, what's good?
Hey, what's up, man? I got a question. So I got Nico Collins, Pittman, and DJ Moore and Calvin Ridley on the bench. So what do you think?
DJ Moore is a must start. DJ Moore is a must start. And then Pittman's number 2. Those are 2 of my favorite wide receivers this week. I try to find a way to get both in the lineup. DJ Moore would be number 1, but I really like Pittman as well. Get them in your lineup.
Okay, one more question. So I got Pacheco in my flex. You think I should take him out and put DJ Moore in, or should I leave Pacheco?
Who are your running backs?
I got Bijan, Pacheco, and who's my other runner? And I got Moss starting.
Okay, this is what we're going to do, Sergio. I would start Moss and Pacheco. I would sit Bijan. He does not have a good matchup against the Bucs. And then I'd start the DJ Moore Pittman package I just mentioned a moment ago.
All right, man. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Appreciate you, Sergio. Hope you have a great night.
You too.
If any of you guys want to join the show as a guest, feel free to do so. Happy to have you guys come on. Hope you guys are loving the content, the conversation, listening to other sports fans talk to us. CCE, who's your best guess for most touches in the Bears loaded backfield? I think Roschon Johnson probably gets the most opportunities, actually. Diego is beast. Pick 2, I'd go Pacheco, and out of that group, I'll go Pacheco and Gibbs. Pacheco and Gibbs. Chris, Cook, Montgomery, Singletary, and Williams. Pick 2. Chris, I'd go Montgomery and Singletary. Chris, I'd go Montgomery and Singletary. Jared Ford, any TD scorers tonight? Jared Ford, we'll be lucky if there's a touchdown scored tonight, let alone betting on them. I'm not betting on any touchdown score tonight. We'll be lucky if we get any offense tonight. I wouldn't be surprised if it's a 3-2 game. I think I'd rather see the Red Sox play the Pirates right now, and that's not exactly a barn burner of a matchup in and of itself. Luis Garcia, Davante Adams over Rice. Luis Garcia, I'd go Davante Adams over Rice. Any of you guys want to join the show as a guest? Hit us up on TikTok. Happy to have you guys join, just like some of the viewers we've had on already tonight. Norm, I'd go Fields over Stroud. Norm, I'd go Fields over Stroud. Dylan, I'd go Pacheco and Henry. Dylan, I'd go Pacheco and Henry. Ooh la la, I'd go Metcalf. Ooh la la, I'd go Metcalf. Dylan Carr, I'd go Chuba Hubbard. Dylan Carr, I'd go Chuba Hubbard. Dylan, I'd go Pacheco and Henry. Jeremiah, oh, we lost Jeremiah. Let's get that up there. IP Shade 45, Zeke gets a TD tonight. I'll buy a shirt if I'm wrong. IP Shade 45 is betting t-shirts now. Okay, IP Shade 45, I'll make that bet with you. We've unofficially shaked on it. IP Shade 45 is going to buy a t-shirt if Zeke doesn't get a touchdown. IP Shade 45, what do I have to do? Do I got to put something up on this? Jeremiah Thornwell, start 2. Waddle, Rice, London, or Ridley. Jeremiah, I'd go Waddle in London. Jeremiah, I'd go Waddle in London. I kind of like the side bets for Butt Fumble Sports merch. You get it wrong, you have to buy a shirt. You get it right, we give you a shirt. I don't hate that. I don't hate that. Might be a side action idea. I don't know if we can legally do that. I got to check with our lawyers. The legal offices of Butt Fumble and Sports. Ricardo Martinez, start the Steelers defense tonight? Yes, I would. BB, I'd go Hubbard. BB, I'd go Hubbard. Jet, I'd go Rice. Jet, I'd go Rice. Luis Garcia, I'd go Pierce and Montgomery. Pierce and Montgomery, Luis Garcia. Diego is beast. I'd go Lamb and I'd go Olave. Diego's beast, Lamb and Olave. CCE, in a 12-man league, do I just drop downs at this point for a backup RB? CCE, it depends on who you have as that backup RB. Will Henderson, I'd go JSN and Warren. JSN and Warren. Liam, I'd go Drake London. Liam, I'd go Drake London. Jonah Wiggins, I'd go Russell Wilson. Jonah Wiggins, I'd go Russell Wilson. Matt, my league has 5. Oh, let's go, Matt. Get that dub, buddy. Get that dub. If any of you guys want to join the show as a guest, you know what to do. Hit us up on TikTok. More than happy to have you guys join and ask your question live on the air. Again, if you guys want access to the research tool that I use every day to figure out my bets, to do some extra research on fantasy, DM us on Instagram. Butt Fumble Sports on Instagram. We use the Outlier app. Outlier is the best sports research tool in, I think, the world. I don't think there is a better place to get good data, good analytics, just simplified, easy, so you can find the best bets that you need to make every single day or validate the bets that you're making every day. Make sure you DM me on Instagram, Butt Fumble Sports on Instagram, to get access for a free 7-day trial to Outlier. I promise you, after that free 7-day trial, you will buy it. It would be hard for me to believe you wouldn't, given the kind of information it's providing you, how helpful it is in helping you make really smart, well-informed bets. Again, you want that free 7-day trial to Outlier, free, F-R-E-E 7-day trial for Outlier. DM Butt Fumble Sports on Instagram. That's Butt Fumble Sports on Instagram. DM us to get that free 7-day trial to Outlier. Back to your fantasy questions. Mike, I've got White, Kamara, Chuba Hubbard, and Achan. Should I be worried about getting handcuffed or just stay? Stay with what you got, Mike. I like the group. Albany, start 2. I'd go Achan and Gibbs. Albany, I'd go Achan and Gibbs. Thanks so much for the question. Luis Garcia, I'd go Everett. I'd go Everett just barely. Diego is beast. I'd go Kincaid. Diego is beast. I'd go Kincaid. Jay, need a QB this week. Jay, I think I'd go Joe Flacco. Jay, I'd go Flacco out of that group. Ben, I'm going to go Pacheco rest of season. I'll go Pacheco. Aaron Bell, I'd go Deontay Johnson. Terry McLaurin's on the bye week. Will, I'd go Javonte. Will, I'd go Javonte. Braden Howard, I'd go Aaron Jones. Braden Howard, I'll go Jones just barely. Sam Fuller, I'd go Warren. Sam Fuller, I'd go Warren. Jordan Diab Customs. Start 2, Moss and Zeke. Jordan, Moss, and Zeke. Dermot Drew, I'd go Brock Purdy. Dermot Drew, I'd go Brock Purdy. Oscar Meyer, I'd go Brandon Cooks. Oscar Meyer, I'd go Brandon Cooks. Anyone want to join the show as a guest? Hit us up. You can come on the air, ask your questions live on the air. Hit us up if you want to join as a guest. Cedric, I'd go Mitchell. Cedric, I'd go Mitchell. Alex Walker, I'd go Chuba Hubbard. Alex Walker, I'd go Chuba Hubbard. Josh Keller, I'd go Sutton. Josh Keller, I'd go Sutton. Luis Garcia, I'd go Lamar Jackson. Luis Garcia, Lamar Jackson's the play for me. Hope you guys love the content and the conversation. If you do, hit that follow button. Hit that subscribe button. Make sure that you're a member of the Butt Fumble Sports community. So make sure, no matter where you're watching, no matter what platform you're watching on, make sure you hit that follow button, everybody. Follow, like, and subscribe. Jordan, I'd go Zeke and Moss. Jordan, I'd go Zeke and Moss. Thanks for the question. Oh no! We got paused. We got to pause, everybody. And we're back, and we're back. Paused on TikTok Live. CCE, think Ravens let Mitchell run wild this week? I think he has a good game. I don't know if he runs wild. Will, Sutton, Will, make sure you play Sutton. Leo, I'd start Waddle. Leo, I'd start Waddle. Sammy G, I'd start Eckler and Moss. Eckler and Moss, I think. Axel, I'd go Mostert. Axel, I'd go Mostert. Jackson, I'd go Reed. Jackson, I'd go Reed. Norm, I think I'd lean towards Dylan. Norm, I'd lean towards Dylan for the moment. Luis Garcia, I'd go Fields. Luis Garcia, I'd go Fields. Jason, what do you think of my team this week? Hurts, Pacheco, Pollard, Allen, Brown, Kincaid, and Ferguson. I like it. Pollard, not crazy about. Brown, not crazy about. But I like the team overall, Jason. Brock Ford, huge Blue Jays fan. You think they're getting Ohtani? I don't. I think that the Blue Jays are... I think he'd be a great fit there. I think he would be perfect there. I don't think he's going there. I think it's the Cubs or the Dodgers. Brock Ford, I would love to see it. It would make great competition in the AL East with the Orioles on the come-up. Obviously, the Orioles are already here. They're playing great ball. The Rays being a great team. The Yankees now being reloaded with Soto. I think Ohtani to the Blue Jays would be fantastic. Do I think it's going to happen? I don't. Fotana, I'd go Achan. Fotana, I'd go Achan. TikToker, I'd go Taysom Hill. TikToker, I'd go Taysom Hill. Guys, we have been live for an hour and 45 minutes. And I got to admit, this has been a lot of fun. But I got to go make some dinner, everybody. It's about that time. I got to go do some work and make some dinner. I hope you guys love the content, the conversation. It depends on what my schedule is tonight for a subscriber-only show. We're not done yet, though. Aaron wants to hit us up. Let's see what Aaron's question is. Does Aaron connect? Oh, sorry, Aaron. You didn't connect. Too bad. Let's get Angelo. Let's see if Angelo gets on. Angelo,
Hey.
what's good?
Hey, real quick, I have 4 for flex position. Mostert, Rice, Ball, or oh, that's it. Guess only 3.
I'd go Mostert. Just make sure he's healthy. Obviously, we heard he might have been out today, but Mostert, if healthy, is the play for me.
Sorry, it's Collins is the other one.
Oh, it still doesn't matter. I stand by what I said.
Okay, thank you.
Appreciate you being with us. Hope you guys have loved the show today. We are live every single day. There isn't one day of 2023 that I'm not live. So make sure you DM us if you want every bet I make. If you love our content, hit that follow button. That way you never miss our show. Monday through Friday, 5 p.m. Eastern. We are live every Monday through Friday at 5 p.m. Eastern on TikTok, YouTube, Twitch, and Kick. If you love the content, hit that follow button. Hit that subscribe button. If you want every bet that we make every single day, make sure that you DM me on Instagram. Butt Fumble Sports on Instagram to get every bet that I make every single day. DM me on Instagram to get every bet I make every day. Butt Fumble Sports on Instagram. That's Butt Fumble Sports. Make sure you DM me for every pick that I make every day. I hope you guys love the show. I hope you love the content. I hope you love watching the conversation and listening to it every day. This is a content company created by a sports fan for you sports fans out there. If you love what we do, follow, subscribe, and please share the channel. Let others know that Butt Fumble Sports is live every day. Let others know that we're talking fantasy football, sports betting, and ranting about sports every day. We grow organically through your support. We are so grateful that you tune in. Let others know about us. Share the channel. Let others know, whether it's friends, family, coworkers, doesn't matter. Share Butt Fumble Sports with at least one person in your life today. We are so grateful that you guys watched today. I hope you guys stay healthy. I hope you stay safe. And I hope to see you guys at 5 p.m. Eastern tomorrow. That's 5 p.m. Eastern time on Friday on TikTok, YouTube, Twitch, and Kick. Until 5 p.m. Eastern on Friday, hope you guys have a wonderful night. We'll see you later. Goodbye, everybody.